These cars are just next level. Well guys, you've seen we've been busy with the new 124s that we just opened. If you guys didn't tune into that short, I opened up all of these. Of course, you're seeing it now, but man, do these look amazing out of the package. I mean, this one has the hood up for you guys. I mean, look at that. That is a beauty. I mean, this thing is awesome. The Chelsea Denofa. And then I did save the limited edition little number sticker. I just cut it out with the plastic, so it is pretty sturdy. It is inside of each and every single one of the trunks. So if you guys want to do the same thing and open them, you can save it because the cars itself are not numbered. So I thought that was a very cool way to kind of keep track of what number production each one of these cars is. It really did dip my feet into opening up some limited cars. And like I said, we've done it before in the past. We also have the year of the horse open, the year of the snake, and then a couple other limited releases are open. So once you pull that band-aid off, it gets very addicting, especially when you get to admire the car as it is. The package, yes, it is an awesome display, but I felt like I was robbing myself of that $160+ we spent. Might as well enjoy them, take some photos, and showcase them for you guys to see in full detail. For those who don't want to open it, I have them open for you. So if you want to see more of those, let us know in the comments. I will make an episode specifically for those who want to see them up close and personal. So as you guys saw in the beginning, guys, we have some beautiful customs I've been waiting to showcase. Like I said, I've been working on the episode featuring those, opening them, doing all that stuff. So I've been kind of behind on the showcase of Bob's beautiful work. We'll get to that in just a second, but we have two other additions we are adding to the collection. This one is courtesy of my buddy Elijah. This is the RLC Cobra, aka Shadow. So this was the latest RLC Fox body. We already have one in the collection. At the time, I only bought one. I really wanted to buy two. And then my man went out of the way and got me one for the collection. So I will be opening up one of them, and then of course keeping one since he got it for me, and throw it either on the Elite 64 rig with the others and maybe move some things around. I don't know, but we're going to open it at a later time. And then we also picked up this Black Bandit, new from Greenlight, the 2024 Mustang GT Coupe, all murdered out. And this is awesome. So I did reference this one probably 2 or 3 episodes ago, that this was the one I missed out on, and they redropped at Hobby Lobby, and my man Austin stashed it enough for me to go and pick it up. So that one is definitely a great addition to the Black Bandit collection, especially when it comes to Greenlight. But more 2024 Mustangs are coming out. Of course, you see Jada's on the 2024 releases. Most of them are pretty much going to start phasing out the older generations, like the Custom 18s, maybe the 2020s. Maybe those will stick around a little bit longer, but the 24s and the Dark Horses, GTDs, everything 25 and up is definitely going to be starting to flood every brand, every scale, all that good stuff. So moving these aside, guys, because these customs right here are just phenomenal. We're going to start out with this beautiful Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. This is an awesome, it's like a copperish orange metallic, but he did an orange on orange. You got the wheels on there, beautiful paint work, and some taillight details. But when it comes to Bob's stuff, man, you guys already know I'm a huge fan of his customs, even when it comes down to just a simple wheel swap. But these are next level, and we're going to start out with the Ferrari F40s, in particular this one. This is just a beautiful color, and all the paint he uses is House of Color, and he does just, I don't know, guys. I'll just let these speak for themselves. And I love how he puts the colored bases on there, because it really just makes them stand out. Look at this gorgeous Ferrari F40, guys. That is a beautiful, beautiful paint job. I mean, man, when he showed me these, I was like, dude, I am buying these off of you. Please hold on to them. And as I went to go pick these up, there was a guy who was looking at his other stuff, and he was like, how much you want for that Ferrari. And I was like, sorry, my man, this is coming home with me. You guys know I love the Ferrari F40. It's one of my favorites as far as Ferraris go, but this color is just insane. I mean, look at that. You see some beautiful high and low spots. I mean, it is spot on. I mean, that one's cool, but nothing has topped this one. He got close with this one. I think the wheels on this one are just pretty gnarly, actually. So to give a closer look at this one. It's a different shade. That one's more of like a purplish. This one is just a true ruby red. Look at that. Now those wheels are sick, man. It just really ties it together. He did a phenomenal job. I'm going to keep using the word phenomenal because that's the only way to describe these. I mean, the Mustangs he did are awesome, but oh my gosh, I think these two Ferraris right here are probably my favorite customs Bob has ever done. And he does some amazing stuff, from nail polish, like the 67 right there. We got the Fox bodies that he did a really good job on. But these Ferraris, guys, these are next level. And if you guys agree, comment down below Ferrari F40 or F40 to show some love. I mean, he knocked these out of the park. These things are just insane, and it just gets better. I mean, like I said, we have these Mustangs right here, and I will say I'm a huge fan of the wheels he put on this Shelby. They're almost like a oversized, maybe like a 20-inch, 22-inch Steely. And I don't know where he got these. I want to say he gets them off of eBay from a seller. But we have this awesome emerald green GT500. And look at those Steelies. I think it fits. I think it looks really good, especially over that green metallic base. But man, that is just sick looking. So I had teased this in black and white, and I had said that I was going to showcase some customs. I think that green is beautiful, but man, I still cannot stop drooling over these Ferraris. These are just, hands down, my favorites. My favorites. Even though these Mustangs are awesome, the Ferraris are still on top. But we also have this one that he did, another 67 GT500. This one is in a ruby red metallic, and just another Mustang we are adding to the collection, and I can never ever get tired of his work. Look at those. You got the really nice chrome 5 spokes on this one with the Advan Yokohamas. We got the nice detail. I mean, this is a beauty as well. You guys let me know which one is your favorite. You like the Steely setup, or do you like this little bit modern muscle 5 spoke? I mean, oh man, that's a tough one. And then of course, finishing off with this right here, we have two insanely cool 65 2+2s. We'll go ahead and make some room. I don't want any of these to fall off, so we'll put the Ferrari F40s, GT500, and then we will go ahead and open this one because this 65, that color is super clean. All right, here we go. Now, this right here, guys, oh my gosh. Look at that dark blue metallic, just really pops. Those wheels, the stance, everything about it is awesome. Yeah, that is a very nice one. Now, he did have another one in a blurple, bluish purple, and it was very close to that. And he decided to keep that one. I'm going to see what I can do to buy it off of him. But I did hook him up with some more 65 2+2s, which I had as loose extras that were rough, either missing tampos, missing paint, whatever it was. So hopefully he can do some work on those. But this right here is a beauty. Then followed up with another. This is a 67/68 Fastback. Hot Wheels has released this as both years, but we have it in a lighter blue metallic with some really nice Shelby style wheels. Super clean. And then finishing off with a awesome ruby red 65 2+2. Now, the one thing I forgot to showcase on this one is the fact that he put chin spoilers, which I think look awesome. Check it out, guys. I mean, it is even paint matched. It gives it almost the RTR Von Gittin Jr. look, especially from the Unicorn. But he put chin spoiler on that one and this one. So it gives it a nice lower stance. So if you look at the traditional one, there is no splitter. But I think the fact that he added that looks awesome, especially in that color. It really, really pops. So the hood on this one shows a lot better. That's why I love paint like this, because you see all the high spots, low spots. You can see the louvers a lot better. The fender arches are just crisp. And then when you come into the darker one, it's a little bit washed out, harder to see unless you have the right lighting on it. I think he did awesome. So you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments of Bob's work this past week. Actually, it was like 2 weeks ago now I picked these up. And we paid a pretty decent price. Like I said, I never discredit his work. I let him throw the price that he wants. And of course, we have to support him because the work that it takes to get a mainline $2 Hot Wheel like this Ferrari to look elite like this is a lot of work. Stripping it, polishing it, getting the right wheels, the paint, everything. I mean, he does an amazing job. So, of course, as always, we are adding more customs to the collection. We have no room right here for those, but we do have some we can probably shift around because those aren't customs. Those are Maisto Fox bodies, which I think are really cool. We also have the Majorette 65 down here and this Johnny Lightning 1970 Golf. That one can probably move out, and then we'll move in the Mustangs. But this one right here in particular, I don't know where I'm going to put it, but we have to showcase it somewhere to where you guys can drool. Every time you watch an episode, these cars are lingering in the back, and that's why I like this backdrop for the customs and all that good stuff. So outside of that, I have nothing else for you. I really wanted to showcase these forever. I just been trying to catch up, trying to push out as much content as short content, and hopefully you guys are still enjoying it. So we are still growing the channel, and of course, if you're new and you made it this far, be sure to subscribe as well as drop a like. It definitely does help out the channel. And of course, if you want to see more Mustangs, this is where it's at. Mustang Hunter will always bring you the latest and greatest when it comes to customs and what is the latest release from all brands, not just Hot Wheels. So I can't wait to see what else he does with the 65s I gave him and see what colors he comes up with. So as always, until next time, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.